Welcome back to the show once again, everybody. Our next guest not only has marvelous sense of design and furniture and but great taste in clothing.
Very fashionable, and not
Really fashionable.
just because he's dressed like Michael Eckford. Ross Bonetti is joining us from Livingspace. How are you, Ross?
I'm great, thanks.
I'm glad you got my email. That's perfect. Away we go.
So, Ross, tell us the big news of Livingspace. You guys are moving spaces.
We're working on our new space at First and Pine. So it's anticipating April move-in, but we're working on the space now.
Nice. We're going to be looking at some of that in a little while, but maybe give us an overview of Livingspace and sort of your motivation and your idea behind the company and what you.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've been around for 22 years and have grown, as we've come and different product, just sort of different aspects of the business.
How much have you seen Vancouver's taste change? Because that must be an interesting aspect of the business as well, is not only bringing in this beautiful design, beautiful furniture from around the world, but seeing it reflected in the city as well.
I mean, Vancouver now has become a real sophisticated city. So it's, a clientele that's here, but also the clientele that's moving into the city, whether they're from Europe, from China, it's really, exploded.
Yeah. And we're going to look at a few different pieces today that you've got in the store. And one of our favorite lines, I think, collectively is Bonetti.
Yes.
It's from Italy. Tell us about Bonetti and what they're really known for.
I mean, Bonetti is a company that, started in the 50s, and it's always been this timeless, modern design. So again, pieces that will endure.
And really livable pieces too, but at the same time, it's something that you can feel comfortable in, but have that design sense in your space.
It's a muted palette, so it's, again, isn't something that's going to go out of style. Yeah. And you can change things around it, and it can, the pieces can stay and remain there.
That's the amazing thing when you look at certain furniture, it stops being furniture and starts being design, and therefore it's not trend anymore. Nothing becomes trend driven because it's just there's something really pleasing to it. Do you know right away when you're going and you're sort of looking at everyone's lines what's going to work here?
Definitely. And companies like Bonetti, I mean, the quality is there. It's I mean, it's expensive. So these pieces you want them to you want to have them
to stand the test of time.
You're not changing them out every year or so.
It's a piece that you want to keep. But yeah, when I'm traveling, when I'm in the Milan Fair, looking at the different showrooms and the different lines, I have a good sense now of what works.
What will work here. Yeah. Let's look at modern craft design. Tell us what this means and what we're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, modern craft, this is a E15 chair. It's called the Eugene chair. Again, it's a veneer, plywood. But, it's a very high design piece, but handcrafted.
Nice and simple,
all
too.
Handmade, yes.
Well, and it always has, I mean, the next couple things that we're going to look at that are sort of in this line, all of it, it's just got that sort of next level to it. When you think of a chair, when you think of something else. And the thing that always surprises people, I think, and did for us, is maybe the level of comfort involved when you sit on some of these. And tell us.
She looks comfortable.
Because there is a sense of whimsy and humor to this whole line as well.
Yeah, and this is a line, this is Gandy Blasco, and it's a piece that's hand tufted. All hand done, but bought in a modern way.
Yeah. And I take it's comfortable and not just the picture.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
I love that. I mean, handmade, that's got to take forever, right?
Yes.
When they're putting these together as you go. So
now we're going to look at a few other pieces. The first one is a light fixture by Bonetti. It's absolutely incredible. And when you're talking about home fixtures being art, I mean, this really has it all.
Yeah. Well, this is, again, more about fashion. This is an LED lamp by Mui that's, the Raymond lamp, but just a beautiful fixture that you can do in all sorts of sizes. Yeah. Huge one in a lobby of a hotel.
It's just a real statement piece.
Yeah.
And when you're talking larger than life, I think the next one is the pony. Now, I recognize this because it's in the lobby of the Opus Hotel in Montreal.
I thought this was miniature, but
it's not. It's life size.
It's life size. Yeah. It's again, a company like Mui that's brought in some humor, to some pieces, but it is an amazing piece.
Now that's a lamp.
Yeah, exactly, like it is in the Opus
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that is a piece of art as well, and it's a conversation piece, and it's a great statement to have somewhere like that that's very, very modern too, because it's unexpected and conversational.
It's a serious, Dutch design company, and they come out with pieces like that.
Yeah.
That are,
And this is an interesting piece here. It's kind of a combo of two worlds coming together.
Right. Yeah. So this is a collaboration between Diesel, the fashion company, and Foscarini, and this is their fork lamp, but sort of a very industrial, edgy, lighting line that they've come up with.
Very cool.
Are you seeing more of that? Because the sense I get sometimes when we're talking to people is that the world of design, the line really blurs sometimes.
It is. It's melded together. Like definitely the fashion and furniture is melded together.
Nice.
Yeah.
We promised off the start that we were going to talk about the new building that you guys are moving into.
Right.
20,000 square feet.
The new space for Livingspace. Tell us about this, because you can't just do things boring.
Yes.
You guys are doing something really innovative.
Well, we've been working on this for a while, and we've sort of come to an agreement. But Omer Arbel is designing the space and actually designing the building. We're taking the first and second floor of the building, and Omer's designed this amazing staircase that's cast in concrete. These are the forms being built here.
So it's all being put together.
Yeah, forms being built. So it's actually concrete on the exterior that's going to be wood faced, and glass ceiling and glass inside wall.
And that's a model of it inside the store.
This is the model. Yeah, that would be actually if you're looking from inside the store, going up the stairs, so people will sort of disappear.
And this is the kind of thing that we don't see
through.
much in Canada, but this is something that you'd see all over the world.
Like, something that you would actually see sort of more in Berlin than you would see in Vancouver, because people don't want to spend the money on older buildings,
well, and what a perfect representation for you and what you're trying to do with, with the company and your philosophy with design as well. Carry it through to the actual physical store as well.
It works well for us.
And you are doing a giant giveaway with us today, just in time for the holidays. It's a little bit of a festive version, but tell us about this beautiful piece that you're giving away today.
This is the Eames chair that was designed in the early 40s, plywood piece. So again, it's like we were talking about craft design. This was a new technology, and that they did with the molded plywood. But
they literally came up with the design like almost a full decade before they could actually go into production.
It was, yes, yeah. It went in production in 1946 actually, and designed in 1940.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So they have this idea, and then you have to figure out how to back engineer it to do it. And this is, obviously a stunning piece, but the history of it is.
And it's really comfortable.
Yeah, it is very comfortable. I mean, you look at it, you don't really think it is, but it
is.
All right, everyone in our crew is coming up with fake names so that they can enter the contest as well. For your chance to win this beautiful Eames chair, you can email urbanrush@shaw.ca. This was, as Ross mentioned, designed in the 40s by designer Charles and Ray Eames. It is the Time Magazine Best Design of the Century, this chair.
Thank you for that.
Sets off our beautiful Christmas decoration behind it.
It
does.
So Ross, thank you so much. And you said that the new space at First and Broad, you guys will be opening in the springtime?
In springtime, yes.
Excellent stuff. In the meantime, you can still visit Livingspace if you want to have a look at some amazing design pieces.
Love it. We're going to take a break when we come back.